A traveling documentarian made a stop in Missoula this week as part of his new project depicting American life in this pandemic. KPAX's Megan Mannering has the story on what he is calling Project Tumbleweed.
As most of the country shies away from travel right now, one man is doing quite the opposite.
So I am traveling across the country, interviewing people from different walks of life in different states.
Scott Henderson began his journey from Indiana a little over 2 weeks ago. With ample free time this summer, he wanted to take his passion for media, combine it with his curiosity for COVID-19, and create a real-time documentary that explores American life amid a pandemic.
And I'm doing it because I want to learn how do leaders overcome great disruptions? And leaders from business, people who are running nonprofits, artists, individuals who have, who are just ensconced in their day-to-day life, and really understand the psyche of what it takes to come through major disruptions.
Following the Transcontinental Railroad and the Oregon Trail, Henderson recently made it to the West Coast. As he slowly ventures back eastward, he'll travel by the Lewis and Clark Trail, hence the pit stop in Missoula, Montana. And the route Henderson's chosen to travel is no coincidence.
I wanted to invoke the fact that we are not the first to see great disruptions, right? And I think that there's lessons we can draw from the past, and then we can actually give the lessons to the future generations who have to overcome whatever great disruption they're going to face.
Along the way, Henderson is interviewing people in 20 different states. He's also sampling surveys of masks, seeing who is and isn't wearing them. Henderson's travels and interviews will make for a 6-part documentary.
And as far as what he's seen and learned throughout his journey, well, perhaps it's a little more uplifting than what you'd imagine finding during a pandemic.
It's encouraging to know that the major theme is people have hope that we will get through this. Right? This is a solvable crisis, and we can survive and thrive again.
In Missoula, Megan Mannering, MTN News.
Henderson's trip will end when he reunites with his son in Atlanta. You can follow his trip and watch the series of his documentary unfold at projecttumbleweed.com.